Welcome, mates. Thanks for checking into the positivity in where everything is copacetic because God is in it. If you are new here, welcome. By checking in on today's vlog, you have automatically been given the silver package. But please, do upgrade to gold by subscribing to this channel or go all the way up top to platinum by not only subscribing, but like this video, check in with comments below, and share the content with your friends. We are your host, the Robdons. To all our returning mates, big up yourself. Thank you so much for always checking into the positivity in. It's a beautiful day. I actually have a meeting at 2. It's now 1:53. I actually have a meeting with the education department. A local authority will be meeting with us regarding homeschool, and I decided to take this from my mouth. And I decided to take you guys along with us to let you know, what is it that they're expecting, what is it that you can do to be prepared as we, have a meeting like this. Should I become frantic or should I be relaxed because I would have had my thing together? I have organized the kids' books so it's easy to reach and show because they like to see evidence of things. I also went through and jot down some of the things that we have looked at in the different areas, so it is easy to say, okay, we did this, or we've covered that kind of thing. Of course, I use Twinkle as a resource, so I have this to show and that kind of thing. And then of course the workbooks are also there with the notebooks to show. So we're waiting. One of the things I know they're looking for is evidence to say, okay, you're teaching the child something that is appropriate for their age and that kind of thing, so they can be competent and do what they're supposed to do as they grow up to be adults in a society. So let's get into it. I do hope that it will be informative and that it will help you if you're a homeschooling mom, if you are contemplating homeschool, or you're just interested in the journey with us. Let's get into it.
Subscribe, like, share and comment, yo. Yeah, let me tell you now, we are the Robdons, bringing you blogs from the positivity in here. Check in with us, we'll bring you fun, education, family, marriage clips, yeah. Stay tuned for the challenges, fame moves and travel. We got your back. Subscribe, like, share and comment, Mr. God got you, yeah. We are the Robdons, yo. Like, share and comment, yeah. We are the Robdons, Mr. Link the link, yo. Robdons, we are the Robdons. Whoa.
Niece, isn't it? Yeah, Robertson. And can you just confirm Denise's date of birth for me, please? Perfect. And you still reside at the same address?
Same, yeah.
Okay, so obviously. So you removed from the school role. It was back in July, or was it the beginning part of this academic term? Was it last time?
For then,
I know you said again, so start of September.
So Denise started the start of September because she would have been finished with infant school and would be going to the junior.
Gotcha. So the reason you elected to home educate was you didn't want Denise to go to the junior school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good day.
At school, or just you wanted to continue to home educate membership in Denny?
Yeah, that's right.
So it was parental choice, isn't it? That was not due to previous issues.
You're right. So I didn't want to.
Okay. So I know when we spoke the other day, well, the other week now, isn't it? So there was, so just want to check, there's other information, so I've got through this, I've got everything there. Is there any other professionals working with the family? So we've got any supporting agencies working with you at all?
No.
No, that's good. Okay. And advice and guidance, parents have access to support your decision to home education. So I forgot to say to you that I'm actually typing. I'm filling in the form while we're talking. So if you're talking to me, I'm not looking at you.
No, that's fine.
I'm trying to do both things.
Remember that you were here before, so I kind of have an understanding of, you know, how you'll be going and doing your notes. So that's all right.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So the advice and guidance parents have access to support their decision time education. So I know, obviously, you home educating the nature. So is you part of any home education groups at all?
Mm-hmm.
Well, online, I'm a part of groups on Facebook and stuff, but outside of that, no.
You're a part of Facebook groups and things like that. So you're aware of this sort of meetups they do and things, don't they? I don't know if
Yeah, they do meetups, but I've not been really. When it was warmer, I would take them to the park and they would see other kids who homeschool and stuff. But I've not really been. To be honest, I want to meet up with persons who have similar, you know, interests with me. So that's not been, yeah. But for Denise, she's really active with groups because she's active in gymnastics, and Danik is the one that we struggle with finding something because he's more into the screens. He loves Scratch, he loves programming, so that's his area of, you know, going. We got 2 laptops for them, and he started working with this app called Blender, where he was creating some 3D images. So that's Blender.
Right.
It's an app that you can create. Blender, yeah. So it's an app into the computer where you can download and, you know, create 3D images, animations, that kind of thing, which I think it's a bit advanced to add to his coding and scratch kind of game, that kind of thing. So he really enjoyed that. We have a bit of hiccup now because the screen is a bit broken. So he hasn't been able to work on that for the past, I think, about 3 weeks. 3 weeks into a month. But we're trying to get that rectified. So we're trying to get that rectified so we can have him back on that. But he does do Scratch from time to time on my working computer.
Yeah. Okay, so with regards to this.
What resources do you use for that?
So he uses Scratch. He does Blender.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So those are the 2 main apps that he works with. Their dad is a computer science teacher, so he taught them to do this thing. What is it called where you can calculate the stuff? Trinket.
But we don't use it that much anymore.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So he introduced them to Trinket, and I gave them a math problem to do, and these kids were on it doing the math problem and saying it's not cheating because their dad said it's not cheating.
It's a smart way.
It's a smart way. So they've used that. Danik do have, I think, 2 certificates for his programming. I don't have a copy of them to show you right now, but he has 2 certificates from his coding that his dad did with him. But that's on the side of coding and computer science.
That is a fit.
So that's for Denise. What about with regards to Denise? What resources do you use for Denise's home education?
Well, both of them we use Twinkle, we use BBC Bite Size. And I've also gotten these books. What is it called? It's CGP. Yeah.
CGP?
Yeah. So we use
Key Stage 2, yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. That's your maths. Lovely. Thanks, Denise. Thank you.
She's asking me, am I in year 4 because it's a year 4 workbook? So the main so do you print off the worksheets for the children to do? Yeah. Well, sometimes, but I try. It's hard when you print it because it gets lost. So I do print some and have them that they use, but it's when you print it, it gets messed up and all over the place. So I try to most times like give it to them and they'll do it in their books and that kind of thing. But we do it like that, but. We do it like that, but it's hard to have those to show because even when you put them up, they go into it. So you see, like as you go through the books, you'll see like they have their work that I go through and mark and stuff, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So they do a lot of writing.
Yeah. So they've got English. They do English and maths by the apps that you do. Yeah.
Yeah, they do English and math, and some of the areas that Denise. Wait, when she asked, hold on. So some of the things she's like, can I show her?
Some of the things we show over in the moment today, so it'd be lovely to see. It'd be lovely to see.
So some of the things we've covered in math are, I prioritize timetable because that's important in multiplication, division, that kind of thing, for any of the different areas. So they've done area, they've done perimeter, they've done fractions, adding fractions, multiplying fractions, simplifying fractions, Danik. I didn't really explain it to Denise much because I'm like, I don't want to bombard her brain too much. They've done converting fractions to decimal, and that was through one of the BBC bite-sized games. Denise was playing the game, and then that was what the focus was about. So I used it as a learning moment to teach her, and she was able to get through the game and did very well. Same with Danik, with converting fractions to decimal. They did place value, and because they've mastered place value, I also introduced them to the place value on the secondary level, the beginner secondary level, and they were able to really master that. Same BBC bite size. They've done negative numbers, multiples, and fractions and primes, and converting improper fractions to simple fractions. Yeah, so those are some of the things that we've done in math. For English, we've done point of view, first person, second person, third person, prefix, suffix, because Denise wasn't introduced to those in infant school, root words, homonyms, homophones, grammar, because that's a big area too for working on with Danik. Dictation, that also helps with grammar and the spelling, vocabulary. We also do something that they really love is like word of the week. So say we're doing something, we come up with this word, look for this word. So they do trivial, garrulous, and different words. The word this week we were doing because we're Christians, so we were reading the Bible. And then they have their books and stuff, so we're doing surge. And if we pop up on a new word or something for them, that becomes the word that you get into the meaning, so they become introduced to it and that kind of thing. We did inferences, silent letters, unstressed vowels, word sounds, OUGHR. Using commas. Oh my goodness, this boy, he's trying to show you and tell you as well.
All right.
Well, just the week was surge.
Yeah, so those are some of the things that we did. And then for the creative writing in English, Denise did this book. This is her book. It's called Dream Big, Leap High. I Was Born to Win. Well, she did say she wants to read a part to you, but we'll leave that for. So this is her book, and then the next book is where. So Danik has a channel before we came to the UK where he did medical stuff, and so he did his book more like Danik writes with the imagination. So his book is hold on, let's show her. The Adventures of Dr. Dan and the Wellness Wonders. And one of the things is, not only did they, work with the book, they also helped with the animations in the book. So they were the ones who helped with the prompts and stuff to come up with, the things. If it wasn't working out for them, they're like, no, we need to get another one. So they were very active with not only, putting the book together, but really getting it out there, because we are publishers as well here.
That's my favorite.
So this was one of the major projects that they worked on, and this was published last year, the end of last year.
That's good.
I love this part because
brilliant. Really,
it has
good.
I can do this in it.
Yeah, so hers is inspired.
Did you say he's going to read a sentence from that for me?
You want
to do that? Do you think?
Show her the image, right?
Yeah, here. And then I'm also going to read
Just read a little part. You want,
And then the
she wants to read the whole section right there.
You can read a bit for me. I'd be lovely if you don't mind.
So the title is The First Challenge. One afternoon, as Denise trained on the board, she faced a move she'd never done before. It almost felt impossible to perform on her own. Her hand, white with chalk, gripped the cold wooden bar. She took a deep breath, her heart racing with determination, and jumped into the routine.
Oh, you read amazing. That is so good, Denise. Well done. Absolutely. You can read it.
She wants to read more.
You want to read? I don't think you want to, Phil, but I mean, I don't need to hear that. That is amazing how you read. You're a very good reader, aren't you? You can read it a bit more if you want to. Go on.
As her confidence surged, she executed a giant circle backwards, then twisted 180 degrees in the air. But just as she would reach to grasp the bar, she slipped and fell. Without hesitation, Denise got up, dusted more chalk onto her hands, and whispered to herself, "I can do this." Focused, she prepared to try again, knowing that champions are made by rising after every fall. The win won't come easy, but you were built to rise. Each fall as a step closer, each try a strength with faith as your prize. I also like that ending part, because it rhymes.
Oh, so because how do you approach your home education day? Do you normally do set times at all, or?
So in the mornings we do breakfast at 8:30. So that's the time they come down. Then if he's not too much of a morning person, so I give them until 8:30 to come down. And then at 9 o'clock, that's when we start working on the things. By the way, learning starts at 8:30 because they do their own breakfast. They learned how to knead flour to make dumplings, fry their own dumplings. They can do their pancakes.
We can make muffins and cake.
No, Dennis can make cake. I can make pancake. She doesn't know how to make cake.
My favorite recipe is fruit cake.
In the Christmas, Denise baked or traditional Jamaican fruit cake. So I've been getting them very much hands-on, doing things that would not necessarily have been able to do while they were going to the traditional school. So since they're here, they're more active into getting things, trying to get them organized, clean up the areas. They have a to-do list that they usually work with their computers.
But then
the computer kind of on the repair needing side, but that to-do list, I try to get them in the culture of ticking things. Or can you not have that, please?
Okay, can I read my book?
Can you settle?
So they have their own. So they're able to do that. So they do their own. To do this, so they know what they've got to do.
So they know exactly what they're right to do. So no, I think they've gotten into the hang of it, getting up, spreading your bed, getting yourself together, taking care of your hygiene, that kind of stuff. Coming down for breakfast, having your books ready. So I'll tell them, get your books out, come, and they know how to get to the computer and stuff. And then one of the things I love about the lessons that we are doing now with BBC Bite Size is that it has a lot of interactive videos, and I think they enjoy that a lot, as opposed to just having that lectured, kind of feel from Oak National Academy. Mark your Oak is really good, but more effective. What is more effective for us is the BBC Bite Size. So we spend a lot of time on BBC Bite Size because they receive it better, and I think
So you know your children, so each child is different to how they, as you say, receive their home education, how they like it to look, and things like that.
yeah, right.
That's great.
Did you do English and maths every day?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And what did you do any other subjects at all?
So,
Science.
for science,
Creative own.
We do some science,
Science.
with the digestive system.
Yeah, yeah, science, yeah.
We do a circulator system of animals,
humans and animals.
humans and animals.
Yeah, we've done enzymes. Enzymes in the digestive system. We've done rocks and soils. We've done friction, electricity. So those are some of the areas that we've covered.
In math, we've done some multiple.
We've done math already.
Can I read my book too?
Yeah, I've got all your maths one, that's lovely. So, are you enjoying home education?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry again. Can I show it?
Yes.
I'll ask you both. So, Denise, you're actually enjoying home education, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you love about?
Yeah, so what do you love about your home education?
So what I love about home education is because one reason is that I can just do my work because I love studying. So there's like not much people other than Daniel to make that much noise. So I can just do the work in peace. And then the other thing about it, there's nobody to like there's no one to bully, and because my mom's my teacher and she's my mom, and she's also my principal, because no I can just she already knows what happened in that school because basically school is at home, and nobody can bully me because this is just me and my two brothers.
Okay. But you like doing all the work at home. I mean, it's amazing. You read absolutely amazing. So it's been well done. Well done, sorry. Well, you enjoy home education?
It is fun. Some days can be challenging, but I guess that's just how it is. Everything has its challenge. I mean, they're my kids, so the expectation is really high. You know what you want to accomplish, and sometimes when you're not getting through it, some days you'll get through smoothly. Some days you have some delays with getting things done. That's where the challenge is, because you want to get it done. But having the flexibility to go back later, and that's one of the things I love about homeschool is if I'm not done in the morning with achieving a particular thing, the evening is there where I can just go back to say, okay, let's get this done. And it's more relaxed because I can go upstairs into the bedroom and they're there to get it done. I remember one Spanish lesson, we were in the bed basically doing it and going through the quiz and that kind of stuff. So So that's it. It's fun because at least you have that control over the things that you're sharing. And one of the things I told them is I don't want them to just be confined to one specific area because that's the expectation. If I realize that they can go further, I'm here and I have the opportunity to push them further. And that's why I've introduced them to some of the secondary stuff, things I know that they're able to work master. I push them a bit further in it so that it allows them to not just be prepared for now, but further into the exams that they have to do as it relates to GCSEs and that kind of thing. I even explained to them that hear what, it's not you don't have to wait until a specific age to get through your GCSEs, because you can start as young as you are as long as you're prepared. So that's something that we were eyeing to see how, especially for Denise and English, for Nick and math. Denise does well with math as well. But, areas of their strength, I'm thinking, all right, let's work on this to see if you can understand it, the advanced level, so you can go and really do the exam as fast as you can. My baby just wrote the letter A. Right as we're doing the video, he wrote the letter A.
So this is his book
And right at the start, he chose us.
Oh my goodness. That's amazing.
Like he just sat over there and did it.
Also, can I read my story?
Right.
Hold on, she soon comes to you then.
Did they go
To the computer so I can hear. Is that okay? Hiya, you alright?
Yeah. In the quiet town of Rochford, just 3 miles from the sea, everything moved at snail pace.
Thank you, Danny. That's very nice of you to read that to me as well. So I'm going to mark down that I've listened to you read again. Okay, that's lovely. Well done. That's lovely. So, Mum, just so with regards to physical activity, so for Denise, did you say Denise goes to gymnastics?
Yeah, she does 15 and a half hours every week.
how many?
15 and a half hours every week in the gym. Yeah.
I go on
Really?
Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But when I go on Saturdays, I start from 1 o'clock,
No, from 11 to 4.
11 to 4, and then
Very active then. Each week, yeah.
As a gymnastic, well, just adding gymnastics. And so, I mean, that is a lot. Obviously, any other sort of physical activity at all? So do you say that, obviously, weather permitted, you'll be going to park?
Well, it's cold now, so we don't go out.
Yeah.
But Danik is a very playful person. He knows how to entertain himself or be around with the kids. So he's pretty active, but going out in the winter, we haven't been really out. When they went to Jamaica, they were pretty active. We went to Jamaica for the summer. So they were pretty active there and stuff with family, and we did a lot of excursions and, you know, that was like our big field trip in the summer. So yeah.
That's great. Okay. So with social interaction, so Denise got friendship groups at the gymnastic club?
Yeah?
Yeah, Denise, don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know they've both got their laptops and things like that, but I know they're quite young, both of them. They're not on social media at all. Or are they on social media?
They do. I vlog. So they are on social media, but they're not the ones who have control, like that kind of access.
I'm on YouTube. I
Okay,
only go on YouTube.
Monitoring if they were
Right.
if they were
And then I do have a report that comes in, like they have devices, so when they go on social, like YouTube is where they go on basically.
Yeah.
So when they go on YouTube, I do have a report that tells what they've been watching and that kind of thing. So I know what's going on with them on that.
No, that's great. So, and then so with social interaction, so do they continue to meet with any sort of friendship groups? So I know obviously with Denise with gymnastics.
Well, for Danik, it's just like family and friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So it says in the subject of family and cover, which you've got everything covered. That's the main thing we're doing on there. So, no, I mean, that is the main thing. Obviously, just wanted to go through with you just to make sure, you know, you're happy with what you're doing with obviously the home education.
We do I didn't tell you, we do geography as well. And art and design, and we do Danik is more into French. Denise is loving Spanish, because I am able to do Spanish better than I am, you know, acquainted with French.
Yeah.
Denise seems to really love Spanish, like
I know
myself.
how you say white in Spanish in French.
Blanc.
Blanc. Blanc. Blanc.
And then but what I do is I try to tell Danik that while I know you like French, it's good to know both. So he's not so excited about doing the Spanish lessons as he is, you know, except he's like, can I do French? Can I do French? But I try to put the mix with both, so, you know, both are satisfied and they're actually learning. And, you know, I think it's always good to have a second language. That's something my father told me that I needed to have. And when we went to university, it was a must. We had to do a second language as part of our, you know, electives.
This is one of our word of the week. It says conscience. Conscientious.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. Very good at pronouncing your word. Well done. Well done. So, no, that's lovely. I mean, obviously, I just wanted to have a catch up with you to make sure you're happy. I'm happy with your commitment and capacity for the home education and posting children. Okay. I'm just going to read the statement if I could just ask you, because when we obviously used to come out and do visits, so we asked you to sign this. It says to remain committed to providing your children with a suitable education which will enable them to progress their learning in line with their age, ability and aptitude, and that when requested you're happy to share updated information with the local authority about your home education arrangement.
Definitely.
You're right. I was
Definitely.
going to say, I can hear it in your voice. It's great. I have to read it out the other phrase. I can, I can see that. So.
And the children look very happy to continue on their home education.
Well, they're all right. They're enjoying it. If it's up to Danik, I think he would have just evening classes. But we have to get him out of the bed to get into the routine. I try to not allow it to feel too rigid, but I don't want him to lose too much of structure, because structure is necessary. Like you're going to come upon structure when you get out there, And one of the things I've been teaching them is, I was cultured, to grow up and you do well in school. When you go to university, you come out and you seek employment. But I'm also teaching them that you can also have that autonomy for yourself to start businesses. So for Denise, one of the things she wants to do is to start a cleaning business. So I tell her, all right, we're going to start off by doing it at home first. When we get to the level where I see that, okay, it can go out, we start, doing our business stuff. She actually wrote down her stuff, her vision and stuff for what she would have wanted and that kind of thing. Danik, his is more on the social side, because he's been introduced to YouTube from early. So he has that platform. And that's how, his book was really inspired. So it doesn't stray too much from that which he loves.
I drew this picture, so I'm just asking you if you like it.
Oh, wow, that's lovely.
How much out of 10 do you like it?
Yes, yeah. Oh, well done.
How much
That's
out of 10
lovely.
do you like
Do you like
it?
drawing as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, this was when they did the Picasso thingy.
Cubism.
Cubism, yeah.
Cubism.
So that was her stuff.
Wait, can you show mine?
Yeah. Okay, you can show her yours.
And then also I drew this.
These are her sketches.
I just did this one was only from Simply Draw because we had to pay.
Mom, which one is
So
that
I
book
did
of
this.
art and design?
Oh, goodness, very good drawer as well.
Well, can I show
Well done.
Well done. So everything that you do, as you were, just keep everything that you do. And so that when there's any sort of further contact from myself or one of my colleagues, you're able to show that the children have done regularly.
Danik wants to show you his art. That's not it. His piece. Oh boy, these kids. It's like a competition.
Wait, where's my book?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, well done, Ruben. Well done. You're very good, aren't you?
Where is it?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm being honest. This is
Oh,
amazing.
also,
Thank you so much for sharing your work.
I this book is also a really good book that we're using for maths with Danik.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Target your maths.
And then
Well done. Well
but
done.
that time,
Well, it's lovely to meet with you all.
I was gonna say,
These kids want to go on and on and on and on.
I mean, it's amazing all the work you do, Denise. Everything you do, you just keep that and keep it dated, okay? And carry on with all that good work. So it'd be lovely. And then so there'll be sort of hopefully annual contact with regards to catching up with what the children's doing.
we're
and making
doing.
sure,
Hold on, Denise. Hold on.
and you're happy with the choice that to continue on home education.
Yeah.
That was good too. Okay.
The call has ended, guys. So that's basically it. The meeting lasted for 38 minutes. Like, yeah, the phone probably fall at some point and stuff. But I do hope that that gave you a good insight as to what to expect when you're meeting with the local authorities as it relates to your homeschooling and that kind of thing. So yeah, we are going to be walking to the gym today because Hon has parents' evening at work. So we're going to get ready to head out now and grab a snack because we're not take the bus. We're gonna walk and outside and look like is it raining outside?
Yes.
If it's raining, we can't walk,
No.
It's not raining. Great news. So we're going to walk to the gym. So Have for yourself a blessed, fabulous day. Please put God in your process. Once God is in your process, absolutely everything, not some things, but absolutely everything will be copacetic. Peace.
We got your back. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Me say God got you. Yeah. We are the rock dons. Yo, like, share, and comment. Yeah. Yeah. We are the rock dons. The rock dons. Me say link the link. Yo, rock dons. Rock dons. Rock dons.